Welcome to Prime Wheels, where we celebrate the love for classic cars and automotive culture. Join us as we explore timeless classics. Here are 15 classics.
Number 1.
(1956) Continental Mark II. Price, $21,000. Location, Oklahoma. This 1956 Continental Mark II is one of roughly 2,550 first-year examples built and represents Ford Motor Company's short-lived, ultra-luxury Continental division. Acquired by its current owner in 2011, the car was offered at no reserve and is powered by a 368 CIY block V8 paired with a 3-speed turbo-drive automatic transmission. Finished in black over white and blue leather, it retains many hallmark features that made the Mark II one of the most exclusive American cars of its era, with the list price around $10,000 when new, more than a contemporary Rolls-Royce. Visually, the car presents classic Mark II styling with its long hood, integrated deck lid, spare tire hump, Ed-crate grille, wraparound windshield, chrome bumpers, and dual exhaust outlets routed through the rear bumper. The driver's side taillight conceals the fuel filler, and a retractable antenna sits on the right front fender. The car was repainted under previous ownership, and recent preparation included paint correction, though the body shows dents, crazing, cracks, touch-ups, and visible corrosion and pitting on the chrome trim. The Mark II rides on 15-inch steel wheels wearing turbine-style covers and BF Goodrich Silvertown radial white walls. Built on a unique Y-shaped chassis with a 126-inch wheelbase, it used temperature-sensitive front shocks and heavy-duty Lincoln-based components. Factory power steering and power-assisted drum brakes remain in place. Inside, the seating surfaces have been rimmed in white and blue leather, complemented by anodized dashboard trim and aircraft-inspired auxiliary controls. Amenities include air conditioning with overhead vents, a town and country AM radio, electric front and rear windows, and a power-adjustable front bench seat. The seller notes that the left rear power window is inoperative. A 3-spoke steering wheel fronts a 140 miles per hour speedometer, tachometer, combination gauge, and electric clock. The odometer shows 63k miles, around 1k added by the current owner. Under the hood, the 368 CIY block V8 was rated at 285 horsepower and 402 lb-ft of torque when new. The air cleaner is missing, but an oil change was completed prior to the sale. Power is delivered to a limited-slip rear axle through a 3-speed automatic transmission. Presented as a complete and honest example with older cosmetic wear but strong structural and mechanical fundamentals, this first-year Continental Mark II sold with an Oklahoma title marked Classic for $21,000.
Number 2.
1955 Chevrolet 210. Price, $32,000. Location, Mt. Juliet, Tennessee. Presented here is a striking 1955 Chevrolet 210 two-door post sedan, finished in deep burgundy with a contrasting gray interior. This classic mid-50s Chevy has been thoughtfully updated to blend vintage styling with modern drivability, making it a true cruiser that performs confidently on today's highways. Exterior. The exterior presents well in burgundy paintwork, rated a strong 8 out of 10, with only a few small chips that reflect its use as a dependable driver. The stance is enhanced by a 2-inch lowering and a set of 17-inch wheels, giving the car a subtle custom look without straying far from its period-correct lines. The 210's iconic two-door post body retains its timeless mid-century appeal, highlighted by clean chrome accents and straight panels. Interior. Inside, the gray interior provides a comfortable and stylish cabin. A digital dash updates the driver experience with modern readouts, while air conditioning ensures comfort during warm weather cruises. The cabin blends classic Chevrolet design with just enough modernization to make it a practical weekend driver or long-distance cruiser. Drivetrain and performance. Power comes from a dressed 350 cubic inch V8, paired to a 700 R4 automatic transmission with overdrive. This setup allows the car to cruise comfortably at 70 miles per hour on the freeway with no hesitation or strain. 4-wheel power disc brakes add confidence when stopping, giving the car a balanced mix of classic style and modern safety. Driving impressions. This 210 has been carefully built for enjoyment on the road. The lowered stance, smooth power delivery, and strong braking combine with highway-friendly gearing, making it equally at home at local shows or on extended weekend trips. The upgrades transform it into a dependable driver without taking away from the charm of the original design. Summary and availability. Overall, this 1955 Chevrolet 210 offers the best of both worlds, timeless styling from Chevrolet's golden era and smart mechanical updates for today's roads. With its solid presentation, modern conveniences, and reliable drivetrain, it's ready to be enjoyed immediately by its next caretaker.
Number 3.
1949 Hudson Commodore. Price, $22,000. Location, Gallatin, Tennessee. The Hudson Commodore stood as the flagship of the Hudson Motor Car Company in the late 1940s, blending streamlined design with a reputation for innovative engineering. This 1949 Hudson Commodore presents as an older restoration that has earned recognition with a national championship placard, offering both historical pedigree and enjoyable drivability. Exterior. Finished in a rich brown hue, this Commodore carries the sleek step-down design that Hudson pioneered, with its low center of gravity and flush fender lines. The paint is rated at 8 out of 10, presenting well with a strong shine and only minor age-related imperfections. Chrome work remains in excellent condition, with bright trim and bumpers rated at a full 10 out of 10. The body shows no signs of structural issues, a testament to both Hudson engineering and careful long-term care. Interior. The tan interior retains a well-kept, period-correct presentation. Upholstery, door panels, and dash are all in very good condition, with the dash and door trim rated at 9 out of 10. The seller notes only a small tear on the upper portion of the driver's seat, but overall, the interior offers a clean and inviting cabin for both driver and passengers. Under the hood rests Hudson's dependable inline-six with a single-barrel carburetor, paired to a manual transmission. Mechanical updates include a rebuilt carburetor, new fuel pump, and a replacement gas tank with fresh filters. Shocks, steering and rear linkage, and rubber mounts have also been renewed. The engine runs smoothly with pleasant performance, and the clutch and transmission operate with ease. Braking performance is described as excellent, ensuring confidence on the road. As an older restoration, this Commodore carries an appealing mix of originality and refreshed components. It remains in very good condition throughout, with strong exterior presentation, an excellent chrome finish, and a tidy, well-preserved interior. Its mechanical systems have been thoughtfully serviced, ensuring it is both show-ready and enjoyable to drive. The 1949 Hudson Commodore represents a milestone in post-war automotive design and innovation, and this example, with its national championship recognition and well-maintained restoration, offers a rare opportunity to acquire a piece of American motoring history. Priced at $22,000, it is ready to be enjoyed as a vintage weekend cruiser or proudly displayed on the show field.
Number 4.
1955 Chevrolet Bel Air Continental. Price, $37,000. Location, Scarborough, Maine. This 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air Continental is a remarkably preserved example showing just 15,000 original miles, retaining the spirit and elegance of Chevrolet's golden era design. Aside from a single respray and its factory-correct green finish, this Bel Air remains unrestored and impressively original, exactly the kind of survivor collectors prize for its authenticity, preservation, and historical integrity. Exterior. Finished in its factory green color, the car presents a smooth, period-correct shine thanks to the high-quality respray. All major exterior components, including trim, brightwork, chrome bumpers, side moldings, glass, and Continental kit, appear original and well-preserved. The body maintains clean lines, proper panel gaps, and the unmistakable mid-50s Bel Air styling elements, wrap-around windshield, stainless roof rails, two-tone accenting, and signature rear fender spears. The Continental spare adds a distinctive upscale touch, enhancing both style and presence. Interior. Inside, the Bel Air retains its original green upholstery, dash, and trim components. Fabrics, vinyl surfaces, and bright work show the kind of light, gentle aging consistent with a carefully stored, low-mileage car. The dashboard retains its factory gauges, radio, switchgear, and bright trim, all presenting with excellent color and clarity. Carpets and interior panels remain original to the car, further supporting its low-mileage provenance. Seating surfaces remain firm and supportive, a rarity for a 1950s survivor. Drivetrain and performance. Powered by its original factory V8 paired with an automatic transmission, this Bel Air runs and drives exactly as a well-preserved low-mile example should: smooth idle, clean shifting, and proper mechanical behavior. The seller notes no major mechanical modifications, with components appearing stock and well-maintained. Factory carburation, ignition, and cooling systems contribute to the classic mid-50s Chevrolet driving character, comfortable, responsive, and refined for its time. Condition, mileage and history. This Bel Air shows approximately 15,000 verified miles, making it an exceptionally low-mile survivor. Except for the respray, the car has avoided full restorations or major replacements, maintaining its original charm and collector appeal. Mileage, condition, and originality place it in a category increasingly rare among 55 Bel Airs, which are often heavily restored or modified. Additional documentation is included, and the seller states the car comes with original equipment and accessories. Summary. A beautifully preserved, unrestored 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air Continental showing just 15,000 miles. This example appeals to collectors seeking authenticity, originality, and period-correct presentation. With its factory-correct respray, fully original interior, untouched mechanical configuration, and the desirable Continental kit, it stands as a gently aged survivor that offers both investment value and timeless 1950s style.
Number 5.
1953 Hudson Hornet 4-door sedan. Price, $21,250. Location, Florida. This 1953 Hudson Hornet 4-door sedan is a well-kept and mechanically refreshed example of Hudson's legendary step-down flagship. Believed to have remained in California from new before refurbishment prior to 2015, it later moved to Washington State and was sold twice on BAT, first in 2018, then again in 2019 to the current seller. Finished in green with an ivory roof over a beige and green cabin, it retains the Hornet's hallmark 308 CI inline-6 with twin H-power dual carburation, paired here with a 4-speed hydromatic automatic. Significant mechanical upgrades and servicing were completed under current ownership, contributing to a strong-running and thoughtfully preserved vintage sedan. The exterior was repainted over 10 years ago after dent repairs and still presents well, though touched-up paint chips and rust at the lower front braces are noted. LED headlights have been added, and other features include chrome bumpers with overriders, bright trim, an illuminated grille badge, fender skirts, and a driver's side mirror. Window seals and the doors need replacement. Green 15-inch wheels with polished hubcaps and trim rings were Coupe Trendsetter 225/75 radials. The spare tire well shows rust, and previously installed brake power assist was removed. Drum brakes were serviced with fresh fluid and chassis lubrication before sale. Inside, the cabin has been comprehensively refurbished, replacement seat upholstery, carpets, weather stripping, wind lacing, dashboard finishes, and headliner were all installed. Sound deadening material was added under the carpeting. Amenities include seat belts for 6, door panel armrests, heater, and AM radio, non-functional. The driver's vent window crank does not work, and interior courtesy lights are currently disconnected. The 3-spoke wheel with chrome horn ring fronts a 110 miles per hour speedometer, clock, and gauges for fuel and coolant temperature. The odometer reads 83,000 miles, with about 4,000 added by the seller. Actual mileage is unknown. Under the hood, the iconic 308 CI flathead straight 6 features its factory twin H-power carburetors, dual air cleaners, and intake manifold. A prior owner converted the system to 12-volt with an alternator. The seller added Pertronix electronic ignition, a Pertronix coil, new wires, and a compact starter. The heater valve was relocated to the engine bay, and multiple gaskets were replaced. Additional service included valve adjustment, coolant flush, and fresh oil and filter. Power goes to the rear wheels through a Hydromatic dual-range automatic, rebuilt under current ownership. A mandrel bent exhaust system with a custom stainless turn-down tailpipe was installed, and the driveshaft center-bearing mounts and panhard rod bushings were replaced. The Washington title lists odometer, not actual, and identifies the car as a 1952 model year. A nicely sorted, twin-H-power Hornet offered at no reserve, combining classic Hudson performance with careful mechanical attention and years of West Coast history.
Number 6.
1956 Dodge Suburban Wagon. Price, $23,300. Location, Bemidji, Minnesota. This 1956 Dodge Suburban Wagon is a fully refurbished and tastefully modified two-door long roof that blends classic 1950s Mopar style with modern performance and comfort. Acquired by the seller in 2019, the car underwent an extensive 2-year build completed in May 2021, transforming it into a powerful 440-equipped Restomod with upgraded suspension, fresh cosmetics, and a custom-finished interior. The result is a unique, dependable cruiser that offers both vintage charm and contemporary drivability. The body was stripped to bare metal and treated to new inner and outer rocker panels and fresh floor pans before receiving a crisp two-tone white and red repaint. Most of the glass was replaced and lightly tinted, and the exterior retains classic Suburban details including chrome bumpers, 3/4-length body moldings, fender-mounted mirrors, gravel guards, and distinctive tail fins with vertical taillight towers. The wagon rides on chrome 15-inch American Racing Torque thrust wheels wrapped in Goodyear all-season tires. Inside, the cabin was completely reimagined with gray fabric upholstery, matching panels and carpets, and wood grain trim across the custom center console and lower dash. Comfortable front bucket seats sourced from a 2006 Pontiac include a power-adjustable driver's seat. Modern amenities are integrated throughout, including vintage air climate control, power front windows, rear sliding windows, a B&M shifter, Bluetooth-equipped CD receiver, and a tilting Summit Racing steering column. New vintage USA Heritage gauges sit in the body color dash, and the digital odometer shows approximately 900 miles since the build was completed. Power comes from a rebuilt 440 Ci V8 reportedly sourced from a 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner, upgraded with a .030-inch overbore, Speed Pro internals, a high-lift comp cams camshaft, Edelbrock Performer RPM intake, and a 750 CFM Summit 4-barrel carburetor. Cast-iron manifolds feed a 2.5-inch dual exhaust with thrush mufflers, while an aluminum radiator and electric fans manage cooling. A 3-speed A727 TorqueFlite automatic transmission and a rebuilt 8.75-inch sure grip rear axle with 2.94 gears deliver power to the rear wheels. Underneath, the car benefits from a Dodge Dakota front-end swap, adding power rack and pinion steering, upper and lower control arms, and power disc brakes. Eaton elliptical leaf springs support the rear along with drum brakes. Altogether, the chassis upgrades dramatically improve ride quality, handling, and daily usability compared to its original 1956 configuration. Offered with build photos and a clean Minnesota title, this heavily upgraded, big block Suburban Restomod represents a rare combination of 1950s styling, impressive torque, thoughtful craftsmanship, and modern touring capability. Sold on Bring a Trailer for $23,500, it stands out as a distinctive and well-executed long-roof Mopar build unlikely to be duplicated.
Number 7.
1937 Ford Slantback Rod. Price, $30,000. Location, Austin. Presented here is a beautifully crafted 1937 Ford Slantback Rod, finished in striking PPG Viper red and built with both performance and comfort in mind. Completed in 2010 and showing fewer than 2,000 miles since, this slantback features a high-quality fiberglass chopped body mounted on a powder-coated wild rod chassis with Heights suspension. Designed for show and cruising, it combines the timeless curves of the late 30s Ford with modern hot rod engineering. Exterior. The fiberglass bodywork is in excellent condition, with smooth panel fit, a clean chopped roofline, and carefully detailed touches such as a custom grille, custom headlights, and clean hood alignment. The Viper red paint shows a deep luster, complemented by polished trim and a clean overall presentation. Colorado custom wheels, 17-inch up front and 20-inch at the rear, complete the street rod stance, wrapped in performance tires. Interior. Inside, the cabin has been finished to a high standard with custom leather bucket seats, center console, clean carpets, and detailed panels. Comfort features include power windows, tilt steering column, air conditioning, and a Kenwood stereo for modern usability. The dashboard is fitted with VDO gauges, and details such as a custom shifter, clean dash pad, and tidy upholstery reflect the build's quality. Drivetrain and performance. Under the hood lies a GM Performance 350 Ci V8 crate engine, detailed with chrome accessories including Edelbrock intake, water pump, Zoops pulley system, and valve covers. Power is delivered through a 700 R4 4-speed automatic transmission to a chrome-plated Ford 9-inch rear end with 28 spline posy. The chassis incorporates rack and pinion steering, coilover suspension, and Brembo 4-wheel disc brakes, ensuring both responsive handling and strong stopping power. Undercarriage. The underside reflects the same level of craftsmanship as the body, featuring a stainless steel gas tank, box frame rails, fresh dual exhaust, chrome housing, and close-out panels. Attention to detail is evident throughout, making this slantback as clean underneath as it is on top. Summary. With fewer than 2,000 miles since its completion, this 1937 Ford Slantback Street Rod blends classic lines with modern performance. Featuring a GM Crate V8, 700 R4 overdrive transmission, Brembo disc brakes, custom chassis, and a comfortable leather interior, it's equally at home on the show field or the open road. A turnkey street rod ready to impress, this example represents high-quality craftsmanship and thoughtful upgrades in every detail.
Number 8.
$1955 Pontiac Chieftain. Price, $68,000. Location, Framingham, Massachusetts. Known as Big Chief 509, this 1955 Pontiac is a full custom, nut and bolt, frame-off build created with no expense spared. Showing just 3,989 miles since completion, it blends classic mid-50s Pontiac style with modern horsepower, chassis engineering, and comfort features. Under the hood sits a hand-built 509 Ci roller motor producing 652 horsepower and 623 lb-ft of torque. Built by Motor Works of Spokane, the engine features custom steel heads, an Edelbrock RPM air gap intake, an 850 CFM Holley double pumper, a SCAT 9000 crank, and a custom air intake system feeding twin air boxes with K&N filters. A set of custom headers flows into a coated 3-inch side exit exhaust with Flowmaster American Thunder Series 30 mufflers. Fuel delivery comes from a custom-built 26-gallon tank paired with an Aeromotive A2000 fuel system. Power is delivered through an automatic transmission to a Dutchman 9-inch rear end with 3.55 gears and 31 spline axles. The chassis has been transformed with a completely boxed frame, custom mounts, a Fat Man Fabrication Stage 3 front suspension, and a TCI 4-link rear setup with a panhard bar and adjustable coilovers at all four corners. Stopping is handled by a Ford Expedition rear brake system. The exterior has been tastefully reimagined for a clean, streamlined look. One-piece smooth bumpers, Frenched headlights with integrated amber turn signals, deleted chrome, shaved door handles, and a hidden fuel filler behind the swing-out left taillight all contribute to a sleek custom profile. Chrome torque thrust 2 wheels, 17x7 front and 17x8 rear, complete the stance. Inside, the craftsmanship continues with custom upholstery, modern power conveniences, and comfort features. The cabin includes air conditioning, power steering, power brakes, power windows and doors, and heated seats. High-quality metalwork, wiring, interior finishing, and custom fabrication were performed by Rod Builders Inc., Retro Rods Inc., and several specialty shops across Washington, Idaho, and California. Professionally built and highly detailed from top to bottom, Big Chief 509 is a show-quality, high-performance custom Pontiac crafted to a standard few cars reach, an exceptional combination of power, engineering, and refined style.
Number 9.
1955 Hudson Rambler Custom Cross Country. Price, $8,000. Location, South Carolina. This 1955 Hudson Rambler Custom Cross Country project represents an interesting transitional moment in American automotive history, built just after the 1954 merger of Hudson and Nash Kelvinator into American Motors Corporation. For 1955, the Rambler was newly offered as a Hudson-branded model, styled with input from famed Italian designer Pininfarina and positioned as the replacement for Hudson's compact jet. This particular example spent roughly 3 decades in long-term storage under previous ownership, and after being purchased by the seller in 2020, it has only been driven once. Wearing red and white paint over black and red vinyl, the car presents as a solid project candidate with unmistakable mid-50s Americana character. The exterior is finished in a two-tone red and white scheme and features chrome bumpers, bright trim, a hood ornament, Farina C-pillar badges, and a vintage-style chromed roof rack. A clamshell tailgate, one of the Rambler's distinctive design elements, adds further period charm. Some chrome areas show tarnishing and corrosion consistent with the car's long storage history. Red-painted 15-inch steel wheels were mismatched covers and are paired with radial tires. Although the four-wheel drum brakes were reportedly rebuilt recently, additional work will be required before the system becomes functional for driving. Inside, the cabin carries black and red vinyl bench seats that were reupholstered by a previous owner, along with matching door panels and red carpeting. Equipment includes an AM radio, a clock, and a locking glove box. The front floor pans show rust perforation, indicating the need for structural attention during restoration. A 2-spoke steering wheel with an aftermarket wrap fronts a 90 mph speedometer and inset auxiliary gauges. The odometer displays 29,000 miles, with only about 20 added by the seller, underscoring the car's long periods of inactivity. Under the hood sits the Super Flying Scott 195.6 CIL head inline 6, factory rated at 90 horsepower. Power is delivered to the rear wheels through a 4-speed Hydromatic automatic transmission sourced under license from GM. The seller notes that the exhaust system was damaged in January 2025 and has not attempted to start the engine since. The system will need full replacement, and additional mechanical servicing should be expected given the car's prolonged storage and non-running condition. Offered at no reserve with a clean West Virginia title that identifies it simply as a 1955 Rambler station wagon, this Hudson Rambler Custom Cross Country presents an intriguing opportunity for an enthusiast seeking a mid-1950s AMC project. With rare Hudson branding, Pininfarina, influenced styling, and desirable wagon configuration, it carries strong potential for restoration and revival.
Number 10.
1958 Edsel Pacer Hardtop Coupe. Price, $8,750. Location, Arvada, Colorado. The 1958 Edsel Pacer Hardtop Coupe represents one of Ford's most distinctive one-year designs, and this example is one of about 6,139 produced. Finished in cream paint over cream and brown upholstery, the car shows aging consistent with long-term use, including cracked windshield and door glass and non-functional wipers. It retains signature styling features such as the vertical grille, wraparound windshield, quad headlights, chrome bumpers with overriders, fender skirts, and a forward hinged hood. The car rides on American Racing Torque thrust wheels with 205/70 R15 radial tires, and spare steel wheels. A headliner and brake drums accompany the vehicle. Power steering is fitted and was serviced in 2025. Braking has been upgraded to a dual-circuit master cylinder with front discs and rear drums. Inside, the Pacer features cream vinyl bench seats with brown piping, two-tone door panels, and brown carpets. The headliner is not installed, the AM radio does not function, and the heater requires service. The dashboard retains its original styling, including the teletouch steering wheel-mounted automatic transmission selector. Power comes from the 361 CIE 400 V8 equipped with a 4-barrel carburetor, originally rated at 303 horsepower and 400 lb-ft of torque. An oil change and transmission service were completed in 2025. The car is also fitted with an electric fuel pump and dual exhaust with glass pack mufflers. The seller notes leaks in both the exhaust and transmission, along with visible rust in the floorboards. The tag confirms this is a factory Pacer hardtop in driftwood paint with white and brown interior, produced in Louisville on August 12 and equipped with the push-button automatic transmission and 2.91:1 rear axle.
Number 11.
1937 Ford Model 78 5-window coupe. Price, $24,500. Location, Orlando. Offered here is a beautifully restored 1937 Ford Model 78 5-window coupe deluxe, a true time capsule of pre-war automotive design. This all-steel example has been carefully restored with attention to originality, retaining its correct flathead V8 power, authentic interior, and factory details. Restored a few years ago with only 160 miles traveled since, this coupe presents as fresh, correct, and highly collectible. Exterior. The 1937 Ford was a breakthrough in styling, with its teardrop-shaped headlights, V-shaped grille, and smooth Art Deco lines that embodied the streamlined look of the late 1930s. This particular coupe is finished in candy apple red, a color that adds a touch of vibrancy to the elegant curves of the bodywork. Originally built as a standard model, it was upgraded during restoration with deluxe trim, including chrome bumpers, bright moldings, and elegant details that elevate its presentation. The all-steel body panels remain true to Ford's craftsmanship, showing clean lines, solid fender contours, and excellent alignment. Rolling on wide white wall bias ply tires, the coupe captures the authentic look of the era while turning heads at any show or gathering. Interior. Inside, the car has been restored to match the period-correct style of 1937. The cabin is trimmed in tan and copper mohair upholstery, just as Ford offered in its higher trim models of the time. The painted dash, complete with original-style gauges and chrome trim, reflects the understated luxury of the late 1930s. Every detail was carefully recreated, from the door panels and hardware to the plush carpeting, making the interior not only comfortable but also historically accurate. The cabin's simplicity and warmth reflect the era when form and function were perfectly balanced. Drivetrain. Power comes from the legendary 221 cubic inch flathead V8, one of Ford's most celebrated engines. Known for its durability and smooth power delivery, the flathead V8 was the heart of Ford's reputation for affordable performance. Paired with a 3-speed manual floor-shift transmission, the coupe delivers an authentic driving experience, whether cruising at parade speed or stretching its legs on the open road. The engine bay was restored with careful attention to period-correct finishes, giving the appearance of a factory-fresh flathead setup. Twist the hood ornament, open the clamshell hood, and you're greeted by a power plant that looks just as it would have in 1937. Driving impressions. Few sounds are as distinctive as the burble of a flathead V8, and this coupe delivers that unmistakable exhaust note. The manual gearbox shifts crisply, and the car feels light and nimble for its age, thanks to Ford's innovative suspension and compact V8 power. Whether displayed at a concours event or driven on a sunny afternoon, this 1937 Ford offers a driving experience that is both nostalgic and engaging. With only 160 miles since restoration, it remains in excellent mechanical condition and is ready for enjoyment. Highlights. Restored with original 1937 parts and specifications. All-steel body with deluxe trim upgrades. Candy apple red paint with chrome accents. Period-correct mohair interior and gauges. 221 CI flathead V8 with 3-speed manual transmission. Only 160 miles since restoration. Summary. A sharp example of Ford's iconic pre-war coupe, this 1937 Model 78 5-window offers classic flathead V8 performance, period-correct presentation, and timeless style. With its deluxe trim, mohair interior, and all-steel authenticity, it's a true time capsule ready to be shown and enjoyed.
Number 12.
1957 Chevrolet 150 two-door post sedan. $38,500 US. Columbus, Ohio. This 1957 Chevrolet 150 two-door post sedan represents one of the most iconic shapes of the Tri-5 era, offered here as a fresh build with new cosmetics and desirable upgrades. Priced at $38,500 in Columbus, Ohio, it's a turnkey driver ready for shows, cruises, or weekend enjoyment. Exterior. Finished in a striking shade of green, this Chevy benefits from new paint and all-new chrome, giving it a crisp, showroom-quality presentation. The body retains its classic 150 trim-level styling, cleaner and more understated than its Bel Air sibling, yet instantly recognizable as a 57 with its dramatic fins and timeless profile. Interior. Inside, the cabin has been fully renewed with a complete black interior, keeping a simple yet sharp look in line with the car's original working-class roots. The fresh materials, upholstery, and trim provide a comfortable, like-new driving environment. Drivetrain and chassis. The seller notes the car is a new build, fitted with an automatic transmission for easy cruising. Power front disc brakes bring modern stopping confidence to this mid-century classic, making it more road-friendly for today's driving conditions. Summary. This 1957 Chevrolet 150 Post Coupe combines timeless Tri-5 styling with fresh cosmetics and useful upgrades. With new chrome, paint, and interior, plus a drivetrain ready to enjoy, it presents as a strong value for anyone seeking a freshly finished classic without the weight of restoration. At $38,500, it's a sharp, ready-to-drive example of Chevrolet's most celebrated model year.
Number 13.
1958 Facel Vega FV3B Coupe. Price L, $34,500. Location, Bremerton, Washington. The 1958 Facel Vega FV3B feels like a machine car from another age, an era when prestige was measured not by numbers on a page but by the weight of steel, the color of leather, and the quiet nods exchanged between the few who knew what true luxury meant. This particular FV3B began its life in France, one of only around 90 built, and later found itself under the care of the Prime Minister of Kuwait. It carries that history with the calm confidence of a seasoned traveler, the kind who has seen the world yet remains unshaken by it. Finished in a dignified gray over red leather, the car presents itself with the grace of a gentleman who never needs to raise his voice. The wraparound windshield, the stacked headlights, the pillarless glass, all of it speaks to the optimism of post-war Europe, when Facel Vega set out to build grand touring cars that could stand beside the best of Italy, England, and America. The retractable Webasto-style sunroof, the chrome wire wheels, the sculpted body lines, they are reminders of a time when design was done by hand, with steel and instinct. Inside, the red leather feels warm and deliberate, stretched across bucket seats designed for long roads and quiet thoughts. The hand-painted faux burlwood dashboard, the Jaeger instruments, and the cassette stereo reveal a life lived across decades, older, perhaps, but with a charm that refuses to fade. The power windows still hum their soft mechanical note, the cabin heater still breathes its small comfort, and the dash gauges watch over the car like old companions. Under the hood, the story takes a different turn. Once powered by a French-American 4.9-liter V8 paired with a rare Pontiac 4-speed, the car now runs with a Chrysler 340 Ci V8 and a 3-speed automatic. It is a change made long ago, during its previous life abroad, and the swap gives the car a deeper rumble, an American heartbeat beneath a French suit. It is unconventional, perhaps, but it feels fitting in its own way, like a man who has lived in more than one country and speaks each language with an accent all his own. The car's bones remain true to its origins, the double wishbone front suspension, the rear leaf springs, the four-wheel drum brakes. They give the Facel Vega its unmistakable character, smooth over long roads, firm in corners, always composed. Beneath, the chassis shows its years honestly, with the marks of time but not the neglect of it. For all its history, the FV3B does not posture. It doesn't shout for attention. It simply exists, rare, refined, and quietly extraordinary. It is the kind of car you don't stumble upon twice, the kind that carries your thoughts forward with the steadiness of its engine and the soft glow of its red leather interior. A Grand Tourer born in France, seasoned in the Middle East, and resting now in America, waiting for the next road and the next storyteller.
Number 14.
1959 Fiat 1200 Granluce. Price L, $24,500. Location, Delaware, Ohio. This 1959 Fiat 1200 Granluce was acquired by the seller in 2007 and gradually refurbished over an 18-year period, resulting in a carefully restored and tastefully presented example of Fiat's upscale late 1950s sedan. Finished in red with a contrasting black roof, the car underwent full rust repair and a repaint in 2016, including replacement of a rocker panel section behind the left front wheel. A Vecher Specialized badge, chrome bumpers with overriders, fender-mounted mirrors, and bright metal trim along the body sides and C-pillars complement its clean Italian styling. The interior was renewed in 2024 with beige and tan vinyl upholstery on both benches, a custom bow-type headliner, fresh carpets, new grab handles, and retrimmed sun visors and door panels. The cabin retains its vintage character with Corvette windows, crank-operated side glass, a cabin heater, and lap belts. A 3-spoke wheel fronts a horizontal 100 miles per hour speedometer and fuel gauge, with the odometer showing 48k miles, approximately 300 added by the seller. Mechanical work began early in the ownership period, most notably with a rebuild and upgrade of the powertrain in 2008. The replacement 1.2-liter inline-4 was overboard and decked, fitted with a refurbished head, and equipped with a Weber downdraft carburetor. The seller notes the fuel sender is currently not operating correctly. Power goes to the rear wheels via a 4-speed manual transmission, and the car rides on 14 steel wheels with Fiat hubcaps fitted with BF Goodrich Silvertown white walls installed in 2022. Braking is provided by 4-wheel drums. The sale includes manuals, partial service records, spare parts, tools, a car cover, and over 40 photographs documenting stages of the refurbishment. Nicely restored and long-term owned, this Granluce offers a charming blend of mid-century Italian design, updated mechanicals, and fresh interior presentation.
Number 15.
1955 Chevrolet 210. Price, $32,000. Location, MT Juliet, TN. Offered here is a well-sorted and tastefully upgraded 1955 Chevrolet 210 two-door post sedan, presented in burgundy over a gray interior. This classic Tri-5 Chevy blends timeless 1950s styling with modern upgrades for performance, comfort, and drivability. Featuring a dressed 350 V8, overdrive automatic transmission, 4-wheel disc brakes, and air conditioning, it is equally at home on the freeway as it is at local shows. Exterior. The body wears a deep burgundy finish that shows nicely overall, rating around an 8 with only a few minor chips from regular enjoyment. The stance is slightly lowered by 2 inches, giving the car a purposeful look while maintaining ride comfort. It rides on 17-inch wheels that enhance both style and handling, while the iconic lines of the 55 Chevy remain intact, straight, clean, and unmistakable. Interior. Inside, the cabin is finished in gray and fitted with modern conveniences that elevate the driving experience. A digital dash provides clear instrumentation, while air conditioning ensures comfort in all seasons. The interior is designed for practicality as much as for style, making it a pleasant place for both long drives and local cruises. Drivetrain and performance. Power comes from a dressed 350 cubic inch V8, paired to a 700 R4 automatic transmission with overdrive, allowing for relaxed highway cruising at 70 miles per hour without issue. Supporting upgrades include 4-wheel power disc brakes, 17-inch wheels with modern tires, lowered suspension, 2 inches. These enhancements make the car a confident and capable driver, with strong acceleration, reliable stopping power, and comfortable freeway manners. Summary. This 1955 Chevrolet 210 offers the perfect balance between classic Tri-5 style and modern usability. With a proven small block V8, overdrive transmission, 4-wheel disc brakes, and air conditioning, it is a turnkey cruiser ready for weekend drives, car shows, or long-distance touring. Priced at $42,000, The car is also open to certain trades, whether even or with cash difference.
Number 16.
1959 Nash Metropolitan. Price, $26,000. Location, South Jersey. The 1959 Nash Metropolitan stands as one of the most distinctive compacts of the post-war era, an American-designed, British-built small car that captured the optimism and charm of the 1950s. This example, finished in frost white over autumn yellow, paint codes P914/P915, shows just 35,959 miles and retains a strong degree of factory-correct detail, making it a delightful and authentic survivor. Exterior. The two-tone frost white and autumn yellow paint highlights the Metropolitan's playful proportions, accented by front and rear bumper guards, correct hubcaps, a fender-mounted antenna, and Firestone 5.00 to 13 wide whitewall tires. Clear glass all around ensures visibility, while the overall design captures the period's flair for compact efficiency. Interior. Inside, the autumn yellow cabin is inviting, trimmed with thoughtful details including an AM radio, locking glove compartment, and front seat belts. A heater and electric wipers add comfort and practicality, while the simple dashboard layout reflects the Metropolitan's straightforward character. Drivetrain and features. Power comes from a 4-cylinder engine paired with a 3-speed column shift transmission. True to its era, the car features manual steering and manual drum brakes, giving drivers a direct, vintage feel behind the wheel. Under the hood, authenticity continues with its 12-volt Lucas ignition system, correct air cleaner, OE hoses, generator, and radiator. The single exhaust remains stock, preserving the car's original driving experience. Summary. Compact, stylish, and undeniably charming, this 1959 Nash Metropolitan embodies the cheerful spirit of mid-century motoring. With its two-tone finish, wide white walls, and largely original mechanical presentation, it offers both collectors and enthusiasts the chance to own a piece of automotive history that never fails to draw a smile. Ideal for shows, parades, or weekend cruises, this Metropolitan is ready to delight its next caretaker.
Number 17.
1960 Goggomobil T400. Price, $14,250. Location, Arizona. This 1960 Goggomobil T400 spent most of its life in Montreal, where it served as a summer-only runabout for its original owner before being discovered and purchased from their estate roughly 6 years ago. It subsequently underwent a comprehensive, multi-year restoration that included full disassembly, rust repair, fresh metalwork, and a refinish in its original coral lacquer. The underside was media blasted and powder-coated, and new seals, gaskets, and hardware were fitted throughout. Even the factory chrome bumpers and hubcaps were preserved under clear coat to retain their vintage character. Mechanical restoration included rebuilding the air-cooled 392 cubic centimeters two-stroke twin and the 4-speed manual pre-selector transaxle, returning the little Goggo to the lively, buzzy personality that defined mid-century German microcars. The 10-inch wheels were powder-coated white and fitted with period-correct bias-ply tires, while the independent suspension and hydraulic drum brakes were fully overhauled to ensure proper drivability. Inside, the cabin is trimmed in tan upholstery with a suede headliner, low-back bucket seats, matching panels, and black Goggomobil branded mats. The ivory two-spoke steering wheel fronts a simple Kienzle speedometer, with the odometer showing under 6,400 miles, approximately 30 added by the seller, though true mileage is unknown. The signature dashboard-mounted pre-selector lever remains a charming reminder of its era. The rear-mounted two-stroke engine was rebuilt during the refurbishment, and a replacement battery has been installed more recently. A matching spare wheel is stored in the front footwell, and the underside presents cleanly thanks to powder coating performed during the restoration. The car is accompanied by factory literature, refurbishment photos, and is offered on its Ontario registration, which serves as official ownership documentation in the province. A wonderfully restored and delightfully charismatic microcar, this 1960 Goggomobil T400 represents the spirit of post-war European efficiency and charm in its purest form.
Number 18.
1948 Ford Deluxe Coupe Street Rod. Status: $29,900. Location: Miami. The 1948 Ford Deluxe Coupe Street Rod is a striking all-steel custom build finished in a brilliant orange metallic paint, complemented by well-preserved chrome and brightwork. Its exterior styling includes French-in headlights and taillights, polished 5-spoke wheels, and a clean, classic street rod stance. While the paint and finish present very well overall, some minor stress is noted where the fender meets the body. Under the hood, this Ford is powered by a 350 V8 paired with a 700 R4 automatic transmission with overdrive, delivering smooth, reliable performance. The engine bay is upgraded with an Edelbrock RPM intake manifold, Holley carburetor, headers, and an electric fan, ensuring both strong power delivery and modern cooling efficiency. Other mechanical highlights include power steering, power brakes, 4-wheel disc brakes, tilt steering column, and cold-blowing AC, making this rod both fun and comfortable to drive. The custom interior is finished in a bold white and orange vinyl two-tone, accented with suede door panels to match. Bucket seats with seat belts front and rear, a floor-mounted automatic shifter, and a dash-mounted tachometer give it a clean and purposeful look. A set of white-faced VDO gauges are neatly integrated into the dash, and all are reported to be working as they should. An aftermarket Blaupunkt stereo is installed but did not produce sound during testing. Additional features include newer mufflers and exhaust pipes, a removable armrest, extra floor mats, and manual documentation. The dash includes a T-pole handle to the left of the steering column, while 2 knobs to the right control the fan speed and temperature for the AC system. Wipers are functional, though blades are not currently installed. Altogether, this 1948 Ford Deluxe Coupe Street Rod combines classic all-steel Ford design with tasteful custom touches, reliable small-block V8 power, and a vibrant show-ready finish. A well-executed street rod that looks as good as it drives.
Number 19.
1941 Chevrolet Coupe Pro Street Custom. Price: $30,000. Location: California. This 1941 Chevrolet Coupe is a true Pro Street Custom, an all-steel body transformed into a pavement-pounding machine with over 1,000 horsepower on tap. Built with the philosophy of going fast and looking good doing it, this Chevy blends 1940s styling with modern performance and engineering. The result is a show-quality, track-capable build that captures the essence of American hot rodding. Finished in a vivid combination of orange, purple, white, green, and tan with custom pinstriping, the all-steel body has been chopped, shaved, and Frenched for a smooth, aggressive profile. The front features a traditional steel grille, Frenched headlights, and a custom one-piece hood with a polished Hilborn intake bursting through. Smoked glass, a mildly chopped roofline, and a smoothed rear deck lid with Frenched Corvette taillights emphasize its sleek, modernized lines. The coupe rides on polished 15-inch billet specialties wheels, wrapped in Mickey Thompson rubber, 26 by 7.50 in front and massive 33 by 12.50 out back. Under the hood sits an NHRA spec 454 cubic inch big block V8, bored .060 over and topped with a BDS 8-71 supercharger. The setup is capable of producing an astonishing 1,085 horsepower on E85 ethanol. The polished Hilborn injection system, Edelbrock Performer heads, and ceramic-coated long-tube headers ensure both show-stopping looks and ferocious performance. Power is sent through a race-prep turbo-hydromatic 400 automatic transmission to a custom Ford 9-inch rear with strange S/S street axles. The chassis has been back-halved and fitted with a Mustang 2 front suspension, fully adjustable 4-link rear, and all-down coilover shocks. Stopping power is handled by power 4-wheel disc brakes, while exhaust exits through 3-inch dual pipes with Dynamax Race Magnum mufflers and side pipes. Inside, the custom tan leather interior blends comfort with modern hot rod flair. Bucket seats sit alongside custom side panels with billet handles and integrated speakers. A leather-wrapped console houses a Loker-style shifter, billet accessories, and an MP3-compatible Pile CD/DVD player. The orange-painted dash is fitted with Autometer ProComp ultralight gauges, while a polished tilt steering column carries a billet wheel. Overhead, a leather headliner and sun visors continue the refined theme. Out back, a remote-operated deck lid reveals a custom-upholstered trunk with a large fuel cell and additional storage. With its all-steel body, radical paintwork, fully custom leather interior, and a supercharged 454 V8 making over 1,000 horsepower, this 1941 Chevrolet Coupe is a no-compromise pro-street build. It's equally at home on the strip, at a car show, or simply as the crown jewel in any serious collection. A ground-up project like this would cost years of work and easily triple the investment. This one is complete, sorted, and ready to run.
Number 20.
1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. Price, $2,000. Current bid. Location, Ale, Tanner. Few classics hold the same iconic status as the 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. Instantly recognizable with its sleek lines, prominent tail fins, and chrome trim, the 57 Bel Air is one of the most celebrated American cars of the 20th century. Finished in a bold red exterior, this particular example remains a head-turner and a strong foundation for restoration or preservation. According to the auction listing, this Bel Air is sold with an Alabama bill of sale, and its odometer shows 67,709 miles, exempt. The vehicle retains its engine and is fitted with an automatic transmission, providing the convenience that many collectors prefer for regular driving. The condition is noted as normal wear, which is expected for a car of this vintage. Importantly, the vehicle comes with keys, and is cataloged under the auction's Enhanced Vehicles program, offering buyers additional insight and security regarding its condition. No major damage categories are reported, giving it an edge over many other mid-century classics offered at auction. This Bel Air embodies the essence of 1950s Americana, blending bold style with everyday usability. Whether restored to concours condition, preserved as an honest survivor, or modified into a period-correct cruiser, this example offers its next owner endless potential. The current bid sits at $2,250, with sales status marked on approval. Interested collectors should take note of the 2D 17 hours 37 minutes remaining at the time of listing and prepare to secure this legendary piece of Chevrolet history. (1960) Cadillac Fleetwood Series 75 Sedan. Price, $37,300. Location, Muskogee, Oklahoma. Summary. This 1960 Cadillac Fleetwood Series 75 sedan limousine presents a rare opportunity to own one of only 718 produced in its model year. Built as Cadillac's most prestigious long-wheelbase sedan, this example blends factory elegance with tasteful modern upgrades, including air-ride suspension, vintage air, and a reliable small-block drivetrain. A proven road car, it's been driven extensively and is ready for long-distance cruising. Exterior. Finished in classic black, the limousine carries all the commanding presence one expects from Cadillac's flagship of 1960. The paint and brightwork show well, with re-chromed elements and undercoat chassis ensuring durability. A Slam Specialties air suspension system with tubular wishbones and rear links allows the car to sit low for show, then raise for smooth driving. The long, sculpted fins and formal roofline remain sharp, making this sedan a head-turner at any gathering. Interior. Inside, the tan interior remains in nice overall condition, with some seats still wrapped in protective plastic. Period-style details are retained, including a factory-style Bluetooth radio for modern convenience. Power windows and power seat controls enhance comfort, while the limousine's spacious rear cabin preserves its executive character. The interior is not concours restored, but it is highly presentable and fully functional. Drivetrain and performance. Under the hood, this Cadillac has been upgraded with a dependable 350ci V8 paired to a 700R4 automatic transmission. A Wilwood booster and CPP master cylinder provide strong braking confidence, while dual V-Air 485C compressors, Slam Specialties valves, and controller manage the adjustable suspension. Vintage air ensures reliable climate control. According to the seller, this Cadillac cruises comfortably at 85 miles per hour, requiring little more than one finger on the wheel. Condition and history. This Series 75 is not a trailer queen, it's a proven driver that has seen real use since its restoration and upgrades. The seller notes it has only been trailered once, on the day of purchase, and has otherwise been driven regularly. While not mint, the car is mechanically sorted and designed for enjoyment on the road. Summary. A rare 1960 Cadillac Fleetwood Series 75 sedan with tasteful modern enhancements, this limousine offers the best of both worlds, iconic Cadillac style and modern usability. With only 718 built, it represents a limited production opportunity, and with air ride suspension, updated drivetrain, and vintage air, it's a car built to be enjoyed on the open highway. Offered at $37,300, with trade considerations in the $20-35K range plus cash.